How you doing? Sir Hanks-a-Lot here. I'm not playing a guitar. We're doing another speaker. Yeah, I know you see that transmitter back there, and well, somebody bought it on eBay and they didn't realize it was parts to repair. And right now I am considering putting those selenium rectifiers back in there and getting the thing up and running that way. I'm still a little spotty on bias. But anyways, we just packed and shipped those Pioneer HPM 60s. So I figured let's rebuild these JBL L56s. Little fuzz up here. Get the razor out and give it the old Bic slick, whatever. Look at that beauty. L56, nice little two-way. Look at that wire. Very nice. They got Cletus on in the background. I hope you don't mind. The guy's pretty awesome, and it's the month of freedom. Not making this stuff up.
These 8 mopeds around this racetrack for 100 laps. We have 16 riders.
What I am making up is
First team, we got
the idea in my head that I had that screw gun somewhere.
We got Freedom Frank.
Zing, zing, zing.
Third team,
Let's go.
Squirrel. Fourth team, Ty
Be right back. I'll leave you with Cletus.
Fifth team, we got Flynn and Johnny. 16, we got Weber and Dave.
I gotta go downstairs.
17, we got Adam and Caleb. And last but not least, we have Jackson and Alec. You guys feeling ready? Feeling ready? 100 laps. We have a jump, a chicane. We got tires on the front straight. Another chicane on the back straight. And this, right here, what we call the Snake River Gap. Now, it's about racing time, but before we get to that, let's jump into the driver's meeting so we can explain how this is going to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen.
All right, sorry about that.
Today, you have a few missions. You have to.
So, in order to get into these crossovers,
okay? 3 drivers.
you got no screws. Huh? You would think I was screwed, but
Tandem laps.
I'm kind of screwed because.
Oh, that's too low.
A nice machine pitch. They're not like wood screws. There's actually an insert in there.
Everyone got that? So it's up to you. Come up here and make sure your stats are correct. And no interference. You know, erase your stats. It's 2 laps down. Okay? And 2 laps of pit stop. Alright. Any questions on the pit stop?
You're just filling it up with gas.
The pit stop has to be top off with fuel.
So what I'll do is I'll rebuild one speaker fully on film, just like we did the last. We'll do a side by side, and then I'll rebuild the other one off film.
At least 1 lap must be complete. Very top off. Anytime driver swaps are allowed, you just have to successfully do it 3 times.
I don't know what I'm gonna find in here.
You and your teammate.
Right here.
Supervision.
No, just kidding.
All
right. The crossover's way back there, but
The jump has to be hit
cow,
twice.
that's a nice crimp.
Speed. Yeah.
I don't have to label these because they only go one
I
way.
think you should put that count as
You can see that, but there's a female and a male, or I guess what do we? An interior and an exterior is what we say these days. So,
Just making sure. And
this woofer's in really nice shape. Just a little discoloration. I'm trying to cover my eyes so you can see this. It doesn't focus in, but everything's nice. I'm gonna go put this somewhere so the screwdriver doesn't fly into it.
it's 100 laps.
Remember, we'll be able to communicate because we're only going 25 miles an hour, so it's not.
So obviously that's the start finish line. So when there's like 5 to go,
I don't know if you know speakers like I know speakers, but screwdrivers,
closely.
even though they're like way over there on the other side of the room, you put speaker or I'll remove a speaker and put it on the ground over here. That screwdriver from way over there will literally jump up in the air and fly through the air and put a hole in this thing. And they'll laugh at you when it does it too. It's an amazing thing.
Stay on the track.
Gotta put on my mask. I'm moving some fiberglass.
Winner gets $10,000. Yeah. And a Harley. To jump only. Simple rules.
Ah.
Golly, dude.
Alright, there's 4 screws in there. And it looks like I can pull that thing off. I have to remember these are woofers. Carefully reach up here, see what I feel. By the way, if you haven't checked out Cletus McFarland on the old YouTube there, you're on the old YouTube. This guy is absolutely hysterical.
Squirrel's gonna punch you in the face. That makes it more clear.
That's a little easier to understand.
Well, I thought I was going to get this in there, but that's just going to make for a huge hassle.
Alright, everyone get ready and get your bikes, okay? Get ready.
So are we saying first driver still not ready to pit stop too? We're not even swap. We're just doing. Oh, I don't know.
So, yeah, this guy's absolutely hysterical. It's the month of freedom, so if I'm not mistaken, he's putting out a video every single day. I don't know if you know how content works, but
I thought this is Greg Biffle when I walked up.
it takes me forever to upload these stupid videos. It's crazy.
Stars as a team, brother. Best riders in the field.
It's way more fun shooting.
Hey,
Makes my neighbors think I'm schizophrenic.
I was looking out for you.
Why is that guy always talking to
Doing
himself?
good? Wow.
Who's he talking
Shane,
to?
for there.
There ain't nobody in there with him.
Ready, dude. How's everyone down here, Al? No issues. Jackson? Jackson and Alex.
Just me, myself, and I.
Adam and Caleb, the heavy air, dude. Team Diesel right here. Team Diesel. Oh, really?
So I'm in Connecticut,
Yeah, well, all right.
and
Let's go.
old Cleater's coming up in July or something
Okay.
to do a Northeast 200 or 300. He goes to Stafford Motor Speedway in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. I tell you, I went last year, and it's a hoot. It's an absolute hoot, this gentleman. If you live in the Northeast, you should go check it out. I'm pretty sure he's sold out by now, everything. I mean, this guy, I'm pretty sure he could hold a 3-day event if he had music. Throw some music in there so you can do the racing during the day, wrap it up with a little bit of music at night. Friday night be a race and music.
Who got the jump?
Saturday be racing and burnouts all day, then music at night.
Cut all the way across.
Wrapping up with whatever he does on Sunday, the burnout, whatever. I don't know. I'm sure the guy can do it if he can make more money. I never been to anything like that in Connecticut with that many people. It was awesome. And I've been to a few concerts and stuff. There are that many people, but outdoor events, that was a heck of an event.
All right. Oh, what's going on here?
All right, all right, all right. What do we got here?
All right.
We got electrolytic. Little .3s. Look.
Please get it on time. Driver swap for Dave and Weber.
Well, I'm just going to bring you right in here.
Tandem. Oh, they got pads.
After he sneezed. Well, there's Sally out here. Sally, you got some interesting timing. Didn't you already get your meal for the day? I bet you too.
Making the move on him.
So let's investigate the situation. I got a lot of capacitors. 1, 2, 3.
Ty's still in first place
4,
after
5.
driving across the infield.
What these other capacitors do? Let's find out.
On
I got a lot of capacitors.
The two tandems in last place.
Sally, you're silly.
John,
I'm trying to shoot a video, Sally. You want Sally the squirrel? You can see Sally on another video. See when this is not. She says it's time for dinner. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. Take two if you want. I put a few out there for you.
in first place.
Where are my good glasses so I can see what I'm talking about here? Oh man, oh man. Man, oh
Look at that thing struggling. Look at that thing struggling. Oh, no! Oh, he hit the jump! Watch hit the jump!
Alright, here we go.
Hey!
These are the 068s. Which, I don't know if you can see the size differential here, but that's incredible. And this is a
Next lap! Next lap!
100-volt.
I'm going to lead the race right now. Got a swap with George. Pull it up.
Oh, come on now.
Pull it up. Get that driver swap. First one done.
Well, I think they're going to be, I'll be honest with you, I think that's a 14.
Right here. Right here.
And what I was supposed to be doing here is do two 6.8s
Go, go, go.
like
Oh,
this.
we're doing fuel.
This package right here,
Hit the jump now.
I gotta double check. But this package replaces this
One
package.
driver swap and fuel, and one
There.
driver swap and jump. Let's
Build
go.
another one of these little.
There goes Flint over the jelly now. Oh, George got back. Oh, third. Is that George? Yeah, we just got your third.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Hey, who's 57?
Maybe that's wrong.
Brian, who's 57?
So otherwise, it looks like I'm missing one of these things.
That's Josh in the lead.
Yeah, look at him right here. Look at him right here. There he goes. Go watch this. Look. Inside the mustard every lap right here.
Who is?
Josh.
And that's a 10.
Inside. You know, watch him when he comes around.
He passes
He
the
comes
mustard.
into the mustard to go to
Okay.
the stream.
Oh, that's a major issue. That's a major issue.
Over the jump, Alex.
So I really screwed up.
James and Alex. Two jumps. First is white.
There's supposed to be four of these, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
About a quarter lap. 8.2
Alright,
seconds.
so these make the
You guys haven't
14s.
made a driver's swap. Oh,
Look. Watch it, watch it. Inside the mustard.
And then you get one 7.8 on each side. Alright. I don't know what these are for. $10. I'll bet you that's a 10 in there.
Oh! Man down! You good? You alright? Huh? You don't gotta move yet if you don't want to.
Who got down? Who's down to the count here? No, he's still alive.
Think you're good? You good, bud?
Alright, so I know that one.
You're fried.
Yeah,
Hey,
7
you're
like.
good, brother. It happens. Lots of shit. He's good. Good call. Good call.
So I think I ordered the 10s
All right. He's good. We got to reset the field.
to replace the
Don't worry about it.
14s under somebody's recommendation, and then just ended up buying
How many laps have
the
you guys done?
6.8s instead. I'm going to take a pair of 6.8s,
You're in a 9-second lead. You're done now.
Watch this right here, bud.
replace this 14 with a pair of the 6.8s, and then the 7s get replaced with 6.8s, and we stack those like that. 1 and 2.
Hey, hold
So.
on. Squirrel, you get to punch Josh in the face.
Alex.
It went below yellow.
Changes out of caution.
Hey, you're staying wide open through there, right?
Yeah. Keep scraping my kickstand.
Yeah. I'm going wide open through there, through here. The only spot it's the only spot I left.
How about hit the wall right
I don't think these are polarized.
All right, lock.
So,
3, 2, 1. go! Get there, squirrel! Oh! Oh, this is good. Clean restart, clean restart.
Gotta get my soldering iron.
They're going so slow. They're just tailing it. How you feeling, buddy? Are you lost there?
Solder sucker.
Okay, I was worried about you. Over the handlebars was not one. Yeah, it happens. We've all done it.
This one might actually go pretty quickly.
A lot tighter than I anticipated.
Let's start with making these two replacements. Let's make all 4 of these replacements, actually. This is the snipper. I need a bender, not a snipper.
He was not ready. Whoa, come on, he's gonna pit stop.
Okay.
They screwed up, dude. They screwed up.
Gotta be top.
We're in the lead, you idiots.
Gotta be top.
You idiot. You idiot.
You're out there sending it, bud. You're out there sending it.
Good.
Try to just make them tidy, you know. I don't like them ugly. We're in here anyway doing this work.
They only felt the third time.
Oh no, wait till he makes his lap. He's gonna be all that lead.
All right.
Right?
Yep.
There's not everyone on lead lap. There's only 4 mopeds on lead
Well,
lap.
that's when he completes the lap. It's gonna be all that leaderboard.
I want to be able to see what these say.
He'll be back. Hold on.
Oh, no wonder that thing's like 1200 volts.
That's right.
Who's number 69? Is that Alec?
Captain Overkill here.
You guys are in the lead?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff done already.
Well, dude, Alec is still light.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
Skinny fella.
So we're chasing
That to see
down.
there, that can go there, so this gets installed.
Look right here. Leader, Dave, George.
Oh,
So there's traffic between
traffic. Hopefully, George
first and second.
I cannot believe you guys botched the pit stop that bad, Ryan.
I should be just race director.
I'm disgusted. One lap! One lap! Oh, one lap! They got the same helmet.
You don't know what
Moving
he's
away
doing.
through the race. Here we go.
Don't get me wrong, the guy definitely knows what he's doing. I'm being silly, but still. It's funny.
Am I good back on?
Not quite
I'll
done.
go. I'll go.
At that moment, that guy didn't have no clue.
Go.
All right.
Clean, but
Oh gosh, no. Oh, that is a bad pit stop right there. No.
there goes lap traffic right around you.
You idiot.
Oh, that pit stop. That was terrible.
Does this look like the hill to you?
No, I know. We're on.
He says we're on the hill.
Start putting it together too. Yeah, and that happened.
So this first one isn't exactly a
Driver let it die.
pristine example of what I wanted to build.
Look at the leaderboard now.
Functionally, it's going to be perfect.
Let's see if they can get a cleaner driver swap.
Aesthetically, it's going to be acceptable. Acceptable. Aesthetically acceptable. I hope you're having as much fun as I am.
That was a horrible pit stop, bud.
All right. There's one we built. They give us a. Know where my little trash bin is.
And here's the chicane. Oh, we got some driver swap.
I got a low score on that, I'll tell you that.
Let's see. Top her off.
Holy crap.
Top her off.
Trash bin. All right, let's make another one.
Oh, the key from the kick. Oh, ball move. Ball move.
Scooter, piece of junk. That really got us. We are currently no longer on the
So these are 6.8 microfarad, 250 volt, 5% audio grade, Dayton audio.
I was absolutely terrible.
Capacitors.
Stupid scooter. Then they took
I don't know what makes them audio
Two
grade,
jumps in the book though, so.
but
Hey,
that's what they are.
got a jump, yep. Pit stop. Driver swap, 2 jumps. We just need our tandem. And that's it. Oh, 1 driver swap, 1 tandem.
Yeah, I know I didn't show you that other one. I'm embarrassed.
Dang,
I'll
one
show you this
tandem's
one.
already done. Ty and Zach down 2 laps. Just us. We were gonna do it first, but I'm filming and
You're a busy guy.
nobody else is
You
gonna
guys
do
nobody
it.
that can
You
film,
know?
I get it.
Yeah. You guys are just blocking traffic over here.
That's not us.
That's you. Alex is moving like molasses out there, dude. I'm about to wreck you. I was rubbing you. You were checking your tire, like, what's going on?
I got
That was
stung by
me.
a bee.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I crossed the yellow line. I'll admit it. I crossed the yellow line. I got stung by a freaking bee, dude.
Have you gone already?
Let me make sure you're down 2 laps. Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah, you did for a minute when I was in front of you. You're so much lighter than me. Came back around. James and Alex are down 2.
You hear the dogs barking?
I got stung by a bee.
Don't matter. Don't matter if you got punched by a gorilla. You know?
Somebody's at the door.
Josh, you crossed the line?
My Amazon ring. Barking away.
I kind of went
Called
over
my
that.
Amazon watchdog.
You know, it's my first jump ever on 2 wheels.
Oh, nice. I heard you nailed it.
I nailed something. Yeah. I broke my mirror though. Yeah. Hey, I'll punch here with the Manson County Sheriff's having a speed gun.
What?
Jared.
Oh, speed gun. Nice. You guys trying to bring the Hawks out there? You maybe do a parade lap after we're done. If you let me shoot someone's tire out. Got any spike traps? No, I haven't thrown a Garza.
I don't even know the positioning because everyone's like came in and out. George! What are you doing? I know you can't stop. Oh shit! Oh no! Everything's done with the last driver's bomb at 75 laps. Get off. Yeah, it was.
So this one I'll show you. You see that? So I wrap the ends, get them bent over. That looks pretty. When I solder it in there, you'll be able to read it. Not that anybody will ever open this up again, but very nice. I got no idea if you saw that or not. Kind of like Bon Jovi over here. We're living on a prayer.
What the heck? Caution!
Oh, these guys are maniacs, I'm telling you, I love it. Every bit of it.
Not okay.
I love it and I'm jealous.
Caution!
I guess they say it's not good to be jealous, I suppose. Yeah, isn't that kind of what drives us?
Yeah, be calm.
'Cause I want to be riding a moped around. I kind of messed up my leg, so no, we don't do those things anymore.
Dang, dude. I killed you. Hey, you alright, bud? I know we did.
Catch up. So now they can go do the driver's swap.
Next time we're out. Come in, dude.
Yeah, I just realized I was doing that.
Unless you need a break.
Like, gosh, I can see really good.
We're about to lap it, so I was like,
Problem with seeing like that is, after a while, that next thing you know, I'm like, oh, why am I gonna throw
I
up?
think you're lighter, so you can probably be faster.
Okay.
A bit. So you do the last 25 more.
Alright, I'm gonna get ready. We're good on the board.
All right, boys, I'm later
One
down.
more driver swap.
Report scoot, dude.
I have no idea if this is even good practice.
Alright.
I may be doing something totally
Multiple jumps hit, I think.
wrong here, but I like the way it looks.
Is that Josh?
Not only that, but
Was it Josh? Oh, man.
connections are good. And you know it's never going to come on. Oh.
Pit stop for Jackson and Alex. Driver swap for Josh. Driver swap for Caleb.
Hey, what did you hit? What did you hit? The tire. I thought that's what it was. Because
Driver swap for Josh. Right, and Caleb.
These guys are stopping and talking. You gotta get
What is
going.
this guy doing? Dude, dock and lap.
Trim off a little excess there.
He's really just cutting laps.
Push over that sharp point.
he's making up more rules than you know.
Push over that sharp point.
Let me say this. Is it weird that you're in first?
Get it ready up here for. Oh, actually, this is for the next speaker. So we'll solder them all. Stage them, as
What's
they
the
say.
rule? If you cross the line, you lose 2 laps. That's simple.
Watch all the laps you did, and then watch the laps at the beginning of that clip did when you guys were inside that line.
We didn't go in that line.
On the line, don't count as over the line.
Hey, nobody showed the ref. That ain't my fault.
Gonna have to toe the mark and walk the line. This time will be the last
We
time.
only got 30 laps to go.
I needed 4. I don't know if I gotta tell you, but this is the last time.
You're watching the scoreboard the whole race going.
Hope you're having as much fun as I am.
This is like lap 5 as I'm trying to do a swap. George keeps going on the spot.
Notice you don't hear Sam on those bikes.
Please. Oh my gosh.
Now see Mr. Sam on a bike.
I was trying to block the shoe. Nice. Yeah. Damn. All right, where are we at here?
Oh, these guys are maniacs.
Got busted out. Look at that. There.
Wait, you guys are. Oh, but what's this -2?
You guys are 3 laps down.
I like it. I love it. I want some more.
You guys are still on the lead lap?
Yeah. And you're 3 laps down. The laps are not done.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh.
Down goes Flint. Now we're just doing driver's tape.
Uh-oh, we got a man down. Is he okay? Wait, you just driver swapped with Alec again?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because we did 6 tandem laps and swap, and they said, no, that doesn't count. So I said, okay, fine.
Oh.
So they just clean.
Got it. And what do we got here?
So James and I just made a switch. So I think there's
The
still
last
one.
one.
And David Weber and Zach and Ty, and I think Johnny is on the very tail of the lead lap right now.
And 7 laps to go.
Josh and I just took over 5th from you and Squirrel.
What?
You know?
Oh! Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's a bad one.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Oh shit. Oh shit. That's a bad one.
Man down.
Bad one.
Man down. Man down.
You good? You alright? You think you got your helmet on, Dom? You alright?
All right.
Hit that corner. What happened out there, dude? You're good though. You got a little. You're ripping, dude.
I know. I was like, I'm coming.
Moped's a little beat up. Not gonna worry about that. It's Mr. Sam. It's actually Jenny's.
Bending over the corner there.
We're good.
Laid her down pretty good. Laid her down really good.
Now,
Yeah.
now what we do,
Yeah.
we take these 4
Nothing like a 6-lap good coffee.
packages.
Little wreck. Dude, you ended up earlier and I thought you were done for. Saved it.
I'm literally opening my
Racing
eyes.
suit saved you.
I open my eyes, I just see the tire coming out my face. I'm like, oh.
Now?
No, like when I crashed, yeah. I like went over and I opened my eyes and I'm just looking at tires. So
Did you clip the chicane or what?
one on the street is, I wasn't going to tell Jenny to race the scooter, but
It's gonna be tough to hide from her now. Collarbone check?
collarbone's good. Let's see, yeah, we're good.
Good. Alright, what's the stat? Dude, you know that Garza just laid her down.
Doctoring up this earlier one.
Hard, brother. Oh yeah.
He's good, but he's a little shaken up.
Collarbone check went good.
All right.
Guys, there's 6 laps to go.
We're all loaded up or not.
Got the old Southern.
Wait. George is on the lead lap?
Everyone's on the left.
All on the lead lap. This is our positions. Alec, Dave, Ty, Johnny, Josh, George, Jason Garza are out. And then we got Adam in the back. All right. 6 laps.
Everyone's on the lead lap.
All right. Here's the deal, boys. Keep her above the yellow. We're going to be watching tight. All right. Go ahead. Don't burn us. Oh! Oh! Wow, Alec and Jackson. They've been flying. Alright, let's go to the front stretch. This is gonna get good, dude. Johnny's actually pretty quick.
He's got to be light.
He's light. Alec is leading. We got Alec way out front. Wow. Dave on the chase. Here we go. It's getting good, folks. It's getting good. Wow, Alec with a massive lead. Massive
Those
lead
are all
by
done.
Alec, representing Jackson's team. Get in there, son. We are 3 to go. Yeah. 3 to go, brother. 3 to go. Oh, this is 2 to go.
Josh just took over second. Yeah, I don't know if you can cut that
Now,
out.
let's take a gander here at these binding posts. Oh, these
Oh,
things.
wow, he's showing off. He's showing off. 2
What
to
is
go.
this? What is this?
2 to go. It's not good for Squirrel and I. I think Squirrel and I are getting 6th. Wow, Alex is going to really have to screw up here to blow this lead. He's got big gap on the field. 99th lap. Here we go. Final lap.
Binding posts. Binding myself under no less posts.
Josh takes down.
So,
Josh is behind
it's
here.
going to sound a little weird, but I got a yellow one to be on positive here. Couldn't find a red and a black one. I found a red and yellow one. Well, let me rephrase that. I couldn't find 2 red and black ones. I found 2 black ones. Oh wow, that wasn't even tight. I bet you that was sounded spectacular.
Because that was not part of our plan.
What just happened? Did he get paid off?
I should have.
What just happened? He felt the pressure and got took.
It's funny thinking he's lighter could beat him, but
When he stood up?
He stood up over there. He like sat in his room and the Josh got beat.
No, he did not.
you celebrate early?
Hot nuts. Alright. So you got the star washer under there, but I'll show you these posts here.
Did you celebrate early? Yeah. No, you what in the world? Yeah.
So here's the fun part. These have double nuts.
What you just call it?
So what I think I'm going to do is instead of putting the electrical connector against the... Let's see if we have enough thickness here, but I think I'm going to put the electrical one down, put the first nut down.
I'm gonna keep that stupid thing on there because that's what I really am right there. How did that happen?
And then run the electrical connection between the necks.
That was it. Classic case of early celebration, dude. Jackson about threw your water. Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, good sixth place finish out there.
Over 200 club. Our steering was really working.
Yeah, what?
No, not going to work.
Yeah, we need to add ballast.
I don't like it.
We're so heavy.
I don't like it one bit.
So damn light.
What'd you do with those pliers? What did you just do with those pliers?
Nice, guys. Really proud of you. Hey, who's banging it? Is it because he's old? Because he's old, you want to give it to him?
Your deal's coming through, celebrating early.
That's a classic, dude. That's a classic. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that your wife's scooter?
So spring has sprung here in Connecticut. All the leaves, the trees are green. The leaves are on the trees now. Looks absolutely beautiful outside.
Oh, good. Oh, guys. All right, we're heading off a 100 lap race with an early celebration. Let's
External star washer that is very large going down first. Then we have the electrical tab.
We blew it on the
You know, those both nuts just fell.
The bars of caution really screwed you guys.
We were in front by a good bit. We had a gap. Just heard
All right, guys, we're gonna end it off there. Great 100 lap moped race with all the employees and the whole crew. It's just so fun. Love that we get to do stuff like this.
Now, you heard him fall.
Thank you guys for watching. Hold on, Adam, are you good?
I'm good, brother.
Doctor's up there? We'll freaking see you later. High five. Other hand. Wow. Look at this. Two bosses taking off. Track managers with the W.
Alright, now I'm looking on the back there. I'm looking on this, and there's more direction, more room going this way than there is this way. So when I set the hole, although when you put wires in, do you want them coming in and going over, or do you run them in and down? Usually you run them in and down, so I think I'm going to orientate these up and down.
Expert repairs, installation, and maintenance combined with excellent customer service. We offer same-day service with upfront pricing.
Well, I already screwed this
tailored
pooch
to
on
your
this
needs. Call Z Plumbers today.
You saw it. I'm losing everything.
Today's
going to be a super fun day. I just bought 14 or maybe 15, I'm not even sure, motorcycles for $5,000. Now, we're going to get them out of this basement and then onto this trailer, load it up, travel back 4 hours to home, and we're going to see how many of these bikes we can get running between later today and tomorrow. Let's start pushing. This is a little Honda XR100. These things have been finding me lately. Kawasaki KDX 175. This is a Yamaha.
This is the bearded mechanic, Craig.
That ain't going nowhere.
Who
That ain't going nowhere. That
started
ain't going nowhere.
with
That ain't going nowhere. That ain't
Sean.
going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. This is a really
It's
cool
a
piece.
bearded
That ain't
motorcyclist
going
or something
nowhere.
like that.
That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't
Sean.
going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. That ain't going nowhere. And
Ended up doing his own thing and moving away from Craig, and I don't think Sean realized that Craig was the real
that
genius of that
is how you
YouTube
finish
channel.
tying down a load. Ship shape. Now all we have to do is
I'm
set
watching
sail,
Craig
and we're gonna
and
see how many of these things we can get running.
I'm
right
having the
off
time of my
trailer.
life.
Stay tuned. Now you might be wondering why in the world we bought 15 old dirt bikes. So is my wife. The answer is because I like old dirt bikes, and you know what? When you have a chance to do something like this, you got to do it, you know? So what our goal is for now is we're going to unload these, but as we unload them, we're going to make sure we know what it is we got, and I'm going to see if I can get them started really quick like. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be our biggest Get It Running video of all time. It's probably actually going to be YouTube's biggest Get It Running video of all time, because I'm going to see how many of these 16 units we can get started today. Rapid fire, rap, real quick like. Now, out of these 16, we got 15 motorcycles and one four-wheel. Not sure how that happened, but it found its way into the back of the truck. I'm thinking out of the 15, 16, 14, 13, 12, I bet we can get at least 12 of them started in the next couple hours. Let's get to work. So my plan is, as we unload them from the trailer, we're going to try to get them running. As we. By we, I mean Chucker. Trucker and I mean high five guy. This bike actually belongs to a good friend of mine. So when he sent me this picture the other week and said, yo, look what I just picked up, I was like, yo. So we stopped in and I saw the bike and we high-fived, and that looked a little something like this. This is a 1985 XR 250R. Now this bike all cleaned up would look pretty much exactly like this one here that we redid. This is our 86 250R. All redone. We got the race tech suspension on there, all the good stuff. But this here makes a good rider as well. Let's do the first couple things. Now, if it seems like I'm going to be in a hurry, it's because I am. We're giving ourselves today, because we got to get the trailer unloaded, to see how many of these things will actually start. Thank you.
All right.
Gas doesn't
So
smell
now I'm going to
Maybe
orient
that,
the holes.
7 out of 10 actually, maybe a 7.5. Kicker, engine turns over, 4-stroke. We're gonna just make sure there's some oil in it. We got oil. Okay, I'm liking where this is headed.
And it's
Clutch is working.
up and down.
Passes the test. We are off to a fantastic start. That was our first bike. It only took 2 kicks to get it going and doing a burnout. All right, we only got 4 more hours to get this done. Apparently Dan has underwater aerobics he's got to get to. Shut the heck up, Craig. Oh, this is a good one. This is a 92 Kawasaki KDX 200. Water cooled. We got some fancy radiators on it. We almost had a big mishap. We tried really hard to watch foot pegs and gear shifters and brake levers as we were loading stuff, because the last thing we wanted to do was to bust a case cover. We didn't bust it, but it was rubbing on there a little more than I would have liked. Next time I gotta remember to take some zip ties, some cardboard, maybe some 4x4s. We're doing this again? I hope so. We'll see.
Oh,
Let's get this one worked out.
You didn't tell me I missed
We
one.
have an FMF silencer It's the wrong shock. Complete. We're missing a chain. No, we're missing a sprocket. We're missing coolant. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there it grabbed. There's something going on the insides there because, okay, there it grabbed. Oh, there it slipped. So we have a there it slipped. We have a broken gear. See there? Something's not quite genuine there.
Ratchet mechanisms in these KDXs and KXs are pretty known to fail, or at least is a common failure point.
Missing a brake pedal. This case is dry. We don't have a sprocket or a chain, so I can't even really tell if the clutch is going to work. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I don't want to ruin any of these bikes just because I gave myself a fun little challenge, but I'm going to put a little gas to it, and I'm going to give it a couple kicks and see if it gives any sort of life. Just going to do it a little carefully. That's it. It's almost like it wants to. Alright, I don't want to mess anything up more in there. We're going to come back to this one.
Solder socket.
Starting to get warm up. This is a 1984, 1985
I like to do
Yamaha
is
IT200.
re-wet all the solder joints. Re-wet all the solder joints so I can suck them and it gets they suck
Oh,
easy.
we got parts?
I don't think the chain belongs here, but that does.
It's looking better already. We have a DG Type 2 silencer, which is awesome. This does have the right side drive, so counter
Make sure you
shaft
get
is on
ready
the
for it.
right side. Obviously, sprockets over there. Engine's free.
That sounds crunchy
It
though.
does. Definitely sounds crunchy. Feels crunchy too. What else here? Of course, with the IT, we have the quick pull rear wheel. Have the handle for the front axle. Dual leading. This one has dual leading front brakes. That's a nice thing. Clutch seems like it's functional. I don't know. We may even have. Is there a shock on the table?
There is a shock on the table. Some side panels.
Oh, we got side panels, we got a shock. Hey, it's about a complete parts bike. Oh, this is neat. So here's one thing. Now, there's a string tied from the spark plug cap to the front forks. And the only thing I can figure is they were learning how to flat track race so that they can turn right and they're fine. They're fine. But if they turn left, boom, it pulls the spark plug cap, kills the bike.
Is that a thing, or you're making that up?
I just totally made that up.
Okay. Sounded legit.
Yeah, I mean, what else would it be for? Or it's so you can get counter steer.
There's
so
a
once you
lot of
slide
solder
through the
already
corner,
on that
okay,
joint. Boy, oh
counter
boy.
steering, counter steering, counter steering. Well, counter steer too far. Because either way, it's a really neat addition. But we're gonna need that on there. Kill switch. Oh, yeah. So this is the kill switch wire, and that kill switch wire is connected directly to the string. It pulls the spark plug cap. You guys thought I didn't know what I was talking about. Oh, that sounds awful, if I'm being honest.
Yep. Definitely.
Tell you what, just for fun, let's lower the compression test on it. Yeah, we got at least 100. Well, that's fantastic.
That'll do it.
Well, that was the wrong joint.
In case everything goes haywire, just be ready to do something. I don't know what the something is yet, but run. Okay, so we got spark, we got compression. We put a little smelling salts in there. Nailed it. We are 2 for 3. That took, what, 4 or 5 kicks? Got a little shock, that was fun. Awesome. And I shut it down quick because I don't want to do any sort of damage to the bike itself. Obviously, we're not riding it anywhere without a chain, sprockets, shock, everything else it needs. But we have almost a complete bike here. This is a fantastic start to a project, someone else's project, not my project. Awesome.
As far as Meatloaf's concerned, we're doing well.
We are doing well. Look at this. This is all aluminum corrosion from the rear wheel. Oh, I forgot to show you.
That's beautiful.
I'm not sure how long this bike has been sitting, but it's been sitting about that long. Yeah, we're not going to fix that.
It's like a name for
That
it.
is a rock
Like
deal.
yellow delamination or something like that.
Granules. Listen to the chemist. This one here's a 1985 XR350, and it's got some really good parts on it. However, I am not going to try to start this one at the moment.
Why?
Yeah, man, I'm not sure. I don't think it has spark.
You got like a bad feeling about it?
I will come back to it. This is a 1982 Yamaha IT 250. It's a 200 plus 50. That makes it a 250. Look, here we got the blue tank underneath the black.
That's a feature.
That's a feature. Oh, we have no throttle. No throttle, no carburetor. See, this one here was meant to look like a Kawasaki because we have the green spoke colors and everything else was painted black. It is a very complete bike though. We have the aluminum rear swing arm, pipe, silencer, tank, seat, don't have a throttle cable. Rear shock is there, missing the brake rod. Pivot shaft is working its way loose. We have the shifter, we have the brake. We are missing, we may not be missing the carburetor. You see, as we were looking around inside the garage, we did find a shelf full of parts, and the gentleman was nice enough. He's like, hey, I'm not gonna use them. They might as well go with the bikes. He didn't have them in the pictures that we originally saw and bid on the package, but he was really cool with it, and he was happy
Getting
that
this stuff
he knew what
loose
the stuff was and we could use it.
is one thing.
So, thank you. Let's see, we have a carburetor.
Depending on how good they were prepared when they soldered it,
Seat cover.
that's a whole other story.
Whoa,
That's pretty sweet. That's neat.
that is a parts fish. That is a microfiche. But what they do is they basically put the whole parts catalog on that little piece of film, and you set it inside a machine that's like part microscope, part film projector, and it has a screen, and you move this around, and you can see the parts breakdowns. It magnifies it and lights it up on the screen. That's what I grew up with in the farm equipment, construction equipment business. That's really awesome. We got fork boots, we have levers. Oh, here's our throttle cable, carburetor. Oh yeah, so this is throttle, gear.
For a couple of years, they made that like a bevel gear throttle system. Parts are pretty hard to find, but I'm sure he had to scour eBay or something to get that bevel gear.
So let's take a look here. Let's see, is this thing turn over?
If you're excited about a college campus in New Hampshire with 70 plus majors, 60 plus clubs and organizations,
We're not even in New Hampshire.
Division II sports teams, and a community of new friends, SNHU is exactly what you're looking for. Whether you're an innovator, a builder,
Now, I'll show you what these
a
are.
creator, or a leader, at SNHU, you're one of us. Schedule your visit today. Want something special? Try Heath.
So they're using this lead as a jumper, so I'm going to bend it over and mechanically fasten it again before I solder it. So you got a 7
Everything else to do the job.
and a little one.
Switch one and done.
Bend this one over.
Turns over nicely, actually. Sounds a little dry, a little crunchy, but that's to be expected. He took some diamond plate, and made a throttle housing cover out of it. Somebody did. It was pretty ingenious. Like that. But here's that bevel gear on the inside. And that stuff is hard to find. Here's what we're gonna do. Now there's not a carburetor on here. So I'm gonna put a whiff of fire sauce to it. It's gonna hopefully pull it through the reeds. We'll give it a few boots here. See if it does anything. That's fire. That's fire. That bike will run. Did you hear that? I'm calling that a runner.
Bet.
Awesome.
What's the tally, Dan? You're calling that a fire though?
Oh, here, hold on. It popped.
All right. I thought we were going for a little more than that.
Okay, so you want to ring a ding?
Yeah. I want to ring a ding.
That was close.
That's a ring. When you get those pops, that means you got spark. Probably got compression.
I can smell it.
I can smell it. There was fire inside that cylinder. Dan, did we pass?
All right, we'll count it.
All right, count. This is a 1987 Kawasaki KDX 200. This is the twin to our 86. This here's the 86, and this one here's an 87. Now, we do have a ratchet strap holding the engine into the bike. Of course, the tank's faded, but that will probably clean up actually pretty decent. Our silencer's mangled, and we don't have a pipe. Rear brakes, hubs, all that stuff is complete. Swing arm's complete. Engine is pretty much complete. Missing a spark plug. Front end and front brakes all complete. Do have a dash. Fork seal leak.
Huh.
Turnover.
Well, we can glue that one in where it is. Solder it in there.
Well, I mean, this might be
That could be a thing. We got wires.
So they don't move anymore.
I don't think we're going to try to get this one running. We don't have an exhaust pipe. We don't have a carburetor. Is there a carburetor on the table?
there are, yeah.
Yes, that is the carburetor. Okay, so we have a carb, but we don't have a pipe. The engine is just ratchet strapped to the frame. Again, I don't really want to screw anything up on these things, so, okay, well, speedo drive, all that is pretty complete. Yeah, I like it. You like it as a parts bike? I like it as a parts bike. We're not restoring it. Already got one. This is a Honda 1994 year model XR 100, and it has a kickstand, which is nice. Not a bad looking bike. Complete buys. We're missing some plastic. Rear wheel, rear brakes all complete. Exhaust system's complete. Seats intact. Have a tank. That tank will clean up nice. Bars are probably bent. I don't know what it is with these little XRs lately, but man, they keep finding me. Now we have a 250. I have a 200 that's in boxes. I have an 80 that we got running a couple weeks ago, and my little guy, my middle guy, is riding that. He just learned to ride clutch on that bike. That's the one that Dayton from Bullpen Cycles gave us, and we got running. And now we have a 100. So we kind of have the whole line now. I kind of like this bike. Out of the whole group, this might be the one I got my eye on the most, if I'm being honest. Let's see here. We got compression. Yeah, shucks. We ain't got nothing. And by nothing, I mean it's no kicky. No kick. Whoops. There goes that. Let's pull this plug out. We're going to spray some stuff in there. Let that soak in for a while. Is it going in here? That's a good question. Actually, it feels nice. Sounds good. Sounds empty. We're in high gear there. Look at that. Now, and just like that, we have an unstuck motor. Wow. Sometimes all you gotta do is have your buddies over. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a no hole in here. So let's get a couple shots of that.
Got a lot of solder in this sucker.
Hopefully it doesn't start running at the bottom. There we go. Yeah. Just, hold on. There's PV blaster coming out of the hole. Stand by. Here we go. Ready? Okay, we got a spark. We need a plug. Man, these warm days, and I get to moving a lot, frazzled and whatever, and I get thirsty a lot. And your body's just like any good motorcycle. You need to be putting in clean gas and clean oil and having everything filtered so you run well. That's why I use Water Drop. The Water Drop A1 is a reverse osmosis hot and cold water dispensing unit that sits right on your countertop or toolbox.
Oh, that's
everything you need is
not going
included in the
easily.
box. The dispenser, both filters, and a cleaning brush. The plug and play installation was super easy. And I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna get some. Is it cold though? Oh yeah, man. This gets to 41 or 42 degrees. It has a refrigerator grade compressor in here, so it gets the water super cold.
Kinda
and then
warm,
it holds
yeah.
it there for a few hours.
Oh, Greg, you can't fool me. You're pouring hot water out of this thing.
Oh yeah, I keep my French press here because it will also, check this out. With the flip of a switch and the press of a button, I can go all the way up to, want to make coffee, 185 degrees, fill my French press. Yeah, I can make it, what I generally do is I make it 203, kind of fill my French press, and then that way, when I let it sit for a few minutes, it just comes back down to a nice drinking temperature. I press it out and have my coffee. The reverse osmosis system filters out 99.9% of all the bacteria and chemicals and solids and rust and termites and dust mites. And now, Water Drop has a couple different versions of this. They have the desktop, or in my case, toolbox version, and they also have it put on your sink, and all the folders go underneath the sink, you know, and you can fill your cup that way. I like this one. The A1 has been working fantastic for me. I've had it for a few weeks, couple months now, and I love it. Thank you, Water Drop, for sponsoring this video. Keep yourself healthy and hydrated. Let's get back to work. Okay, so we got a spark plug. Let me kick this a few times, try to get some of that junk out. And I may even spray a little. Bikes don't run great on PB Blaster. Oh, that big one's on. That's what we found. Jeez. Where there's mice, there's snakes. Okay, well, that's great news. My guess is they jumped out somewhere between here and Scranton, the mice. Well, let's see what happens. This is about my only shot at getting any sort of life out of this bike. I don't know. It sounds so close. Does it though? Oh yeah, there it is. See, I told you you were close. Wants to do stuff. My throttle's stuck, so I can't do anything. There. Can you keep it going? Oh. There's plenty of starting fluid in there. Whoa! Damn it! That was crazy. I'll just put this over here with all the other XRs. Look at that. We went from locked up to running in about 4 minutes. Happy XR family. It looks familiar. This should look familiar. And that's because it's an 84-85 Yamaha IT200. A couple different ways you can tell. One is because Shucker wrote it down and taped it on the fender. That's one way you can tell. The other way you can tell is with the exhaust pipes. Complete bike. Good looking frame. A nice pipe. This pipe is not, there's not a ding in that pipe. Stock silencer. See, it's not bad. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I see a fresh fuel filter. Fresh-ish fuel filter. So let's stick our sniffer in here. Oh, there's gas. Hey. Scale of 1 to 10, that's a 4, 5. Okay, is it free? It's free. Has compression. Let's see what happens. It's like riding one of those horses with the springs on it. Light horse.
Ring, ding, 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 ding. I love it.
It's a runner. There you go.
Now you can race that this weekend.
I tell you what. Doing dirt bike stuff. I like it. I like it. Well, dude, I think we have. This is complete. Well, we need. I need a shock. That's the wrong shock, but.
Greg, you bought these bikes to sell. You're starting to fall in love with all of them.
No, I'm not falling in love with them all. I'm falling in love with 2 of them because I've always wanted one of these, and I feel like I just need that one.
Well, to complete the family.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want one of those bumper stickers to put on the back of my truck window that has all the little, like a little XR family. Wow, what a fantastic motorcycle. This one here is really exciting. This is a 1976 Yamaha IT 400, and this is really cool. So, let's look at this here for a second. So, there's a couple really cool things with this bike. One is it's a 400, that's neat. We have the extended front fender guard, headlight guard, like that, and it's not bent. dinged or dented. That's a really rare piece to come across. Our cockpit here is pretty much all complete. We have the speedo brackets, cable brackets, the cable guides. Again, those are really hard to find. We have an aluminum skid plate. Our covers are really nice. Does it turn over? Yep. Wait. He even got some snap. So this does have the aluminum brake stay. That would have been an upgrade. But look at the size of this hub. Like, dude, we had side panels, kind of a hole in the seat there. This here, see, this is like an indent here. I learned this yesterday. That indent, that's where the decal goes. That's a 1-year-only tank, and that was for this bike. So if you ever see a tank like this with this indent, or a bike with this tank, and you kind of know it's a 76 IT 400. Shepherd taught me that. Yeah, that's why we're friends. The frame is super clean. Let's see here. Wheels look really good. This has the DID wheels on it. Sprockets don't even look bad. Exhaust hangers. Again, we have the control of the lights, the high-low beam, light switch, the leather bag. We have the tail
now
light,
I'm
the
feeling
license
stupid.
plate. All of that is complete.
Did I get-
This also has the old school levers on it. If you look at these levers, they're built. Now, I don't know 100%, maybe somebody can tell me, but what guys would do back in the days, they would coat their levers like this.
Am I
and that
supposed to be
would, if they're
stacking this
riding in
10 and a
wintertime, it would actually keep their fingers a little warmer. Here, this is
6.8?
another really hard piece to find on these
Replace
bikes.
that
Is our
14?
counter shaft sprocket guard. These
Well,
are generally.
I'm gonna have to
either
pause
A,
this
missing,
video, do a little bit
B,
of the old
broken.
online
You know, this is
research, 'cause
a rock, a stick, a
clearly
chain,
I
a
missed a
brake,
note.
Anything. This is in magnesium, so it's super
because
light.
that is a
but
14
it's
microfarad
pretty
capacitor. These were
So
7.
that's cool. That's really
I don't know why I ordered 10s. I should have ordered all 6/8s. So I gotta go look at the bleep bloop. I'll be back.
Money. Yeah, that's a runner.
I'm back.
Right now, I'm amazed. You didn't
And I
think
messed
any of
up.
this was gonna happen.
I thought maybe
One's a
like
7
we got
and one's a
3
10.
bikes running by now. I'm actually
So.
legitimately amazed.
So that was our 10th bike out
That
of
was a
16, and it fired. We just started 7 out of 10 bikes. Let's go shoot for 8. Now, this is a 1980 Yamaha IT250. And 1980 was a fantastic year. A lot of good stuff came out of 1980. I came out of 1980. We have an Answer Alumilite Series 2 bar pad. These are not Alumilites. Great way to tell is because they're steel and there's rust on them. Man, we got a complete bike. We're missing the tool pouch, but we have the tail light, rear brake, swing arm, rear drive is all complete. Looks like our rims are good. Same up in the front. We have a complete set of all the motorcycle stuff we need up here. This piece, this headlight number plate up front here, these are really hard to find, and it has that, which is awesome.
How did I
It
find
has
out I
the
put the wrong one in the wrong place?
throttle housing on it,
Well,
like that. I think I'm right.
I started thinking to myself,
Maybe I just made that up, but I
self,
think that's a thing. Aluminum skid plate.
Did you look
that
the
is
ones you removed?
awesome. Fantastic side covers, cylinder, carburetor, airbox, side panel.
you can only imagine the answer to that question was.
That cylinder's all.
Why would I do such a thing?
It's not any of that.
Oh, that's a really good point here. So what you pointed out is the cylinder is raw, it's not black. That tells me the cylinder was probably redone at some point. It would have went to the machine shop, it would have got stripped, and then would have gotten board, fixed, whatever. So we probably have a good cylinder. We have an NGK hubcap. Our petcock does petcock stuff. Oh yeah, the bike turns over. That's good. What do we have for gas? Seat's torn up, but that's all right. Those seat covers you can get. We have the quintessential. Oh, actually, yeah, that's somewhere around 6.5, 7. Okay, so we have some gas that I think might work. Let's turn the fuel on. Okay, we have our stop switch. How many kickstand?
5.5.
How about 3? 3? Is that 3? Is that 4? Okay, so our carburetor's clogged up. I wasn't getting any response out of the throttle, but that fired up really nice, and it actually sounds pretty good. Dude, we are on a roll. I tell you what. So, that's probably,
You know what that's from? I know exactly. My guess is messing around with bikes, trying to get them started. You always have gas and oil and stuff in your hands, and you come back up to your grips, and it breaks your grips down, and they turn into that. Oh, that's never gonna come off. Hot darn! Woo! I'm gonna call all my motorcycle friend. Oh wait, he's here. And be like, guess how many ITs I got started today? That was number 8 that we got running. 8 out of 11. Let's go for 9. This is a 1981 Yamaha IT. That's funny. I'm just kidding. We just did a bunch of ITs. It's a 1981 Kawasaki KDX 175. And it's actually a really cool bike. Start up here in the front. We have a Cycle AM fender on the front. That's an aftermarket fender to put on this bike.
So what I
Brake
think I'll
wheels,
do,
brakes look good. That's all complete.
because this
Fuel
one
good.
is,
Solid suspension, of course, our fork seals leak. This is an add-on, handguards are an add-on. Our tank looks good, our seat's fantastic.
I'm gonna leave this one to replace the other side.
Kirby's donkey on it, side panel, both sides, rights and lefts. Of course, we got the aluminum swing arm, rear brakes
I
are all
only have to change
complete.
one, change
Rear
one,
shifter,
put that on there.
skid plate. What's this one? Got a Geomax on the
exactly.
rear and a Millville on the front for the tires. So that tells me that this bike was probably a runner. It would have been one of the bikes he grabbed out of the shed
Straighten
to
out
go ride.
leads.
Because we got the handlebars, we have the more modern light, we have the more modern tires, chain. The carburetor was replaced.
That's
This is
not
running a Keen front.
So, we're gonna take these other two apart.
Sticker on it. It means this is not an off-the-shore carburetor. This is a good legit Keen. Let's see, do we have anything in the tank here? ODI grips. On this side, mostly probably on that side. That's about 5. Headcock work. Okay, so we got fuel. And this thing does turn over. Oh yeah, it feels good. Kill switch right here.
Engaged.
Stole that off the light bar of the old 86 Ford Ranger gear shift. There's the choke. Let's get this thing off the stand and see what happens. How many kicks? 3. I'm gonna go 5. Well, there it is. How many was that thing? 4?
Sure. It was 4.
Some multiple of 4.
Let's see first.
You good?
Now we have fresh gas. We know where our sparkulator switch needs to go. Let's choke that again. Give it a couple kicks. This bike should fire as long as you're getting that fuel.
Oh, if I only had a brain.
Well, Craig, you're basically there.
This is the one I had the most confidence in starting, kind of.
With the most confidence?
Yeah, I mean, just on appearance.
Yeah, I would have thought this one here was going to run.
You're ready to rip.
Okay, I had spark and now I just lost spark. So let's do this. Okay, so I didn't trust anything going on with that switch. So we're gonna do that now. Alright, now we have spark. This is gonna be our kill switch. We should just be able to touch them together and then it'll shut off. Okay, we have everything well, the only thing we didn't check yet is compression, but let's see if some of this stuff helped. Come on, girl. Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't flooded?
No.
Oh,
Sounding better.
that's what I mean. Yeah!
10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0
switch wasn't killing it, it was just shocking me.
It's biting back, Craig. It doesn't want to die.
Hey, it started. Now let's see if it'll start on gas. Every time I was trying to shut it off, it was just like. Turn that idle screw out a few turns. Whole lot better. Oh, shoot. Clutch is stuck. Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I wonder if I run out here, if I can get this clutch unstuck.
New Chips Ahoy baked bites are so soft. With chocolate chips, so not cooked.
You know lobsters can live up to 100 years.
Okay, I shopped online and got pre-qualified for this SUV, and now I want to take it for a test drive.
And we have it in red.
Lobsters only turn red when you boil them.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges. It's no ordinary square. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better, with more cushiony softness. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
At 2 Men and a Truck, we treat you and your belongings like we treat our own grandmas.
Here we go!
Whether we're moving
Oh, where'd the
across
speaker
town or even across the country.
Lounge ready. That one's ready.
One
I'll
thing.
do this one.
That abrupt movement in the clutch makes can potentially break the plates apart. You try to abruptly apply power and brake.
Got it!
Just like that.
Yeah, I just had to do it to yard, a little more resistance. But now the clutch is broke free. This bike starts in one kick. I think it's pretty good. What do you say?
I think it's hot.
Wow, that's fun. That's a cool bike.
She sounds crispy.
Yeah, man.
Throw some race numbers on it and go.
Yeah. You know, my plan was we weren't really keeping these bikes. Well, I think he was going to keep. I think he was going to keep one or two, and I might have kept one, maybe two. Oh boy, that could be a really fun bike in the woods. That's pretty neat. Okay. Whew. We're running out of time. We got 4 to go. Let's see what the next one is. 1992 Suzuki DR350. Looks like we have a UFO headlight on it. Scratched up front fenders, tires, brakes work. That's kind of neat. Conventional forks on it. Yep. Complete dash. This is a huge Kirby's fuel tank from this bike. Little petcock. We got one on this side, one on that side. Pretty cool. Clutch linkage here, drilled for lightning holes. That makes it lighter, faster, neater. What else? Everything here looks really complete. Our rear brake seems to be working. These swing arms are kind of cool. They're actually a 3-piece swing arm, I believe. These outers are just bolted to this inner here with these 4 bolts. Seat's not bad, little pair there. Full grips, need to have those. There, we got gas flow. Oh yeah, I'll give that a, that's at least a 6.5. Tickles your nose hairs. Key. Need to find a key for this.
One of those that doesn't say Yamaha or Honda.
Here's the moment of truth. Wait, is this going to be the battery to spark? Well, here, why don't I pull the spark plug out? Okay. Yeah. Get it? Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm not sure what happened to that choke lever, but it's stuck as can be. I'm not sweating, you're sweating. I feel like it's close. Damn. Let's put this one here for now. Let's do the next one. This is a 1993 Honda. It's an XL, I think 250. Yep, XL 250. I know that because it's written on the fender. Thanks, trucker. Nice, complete bike. Tank's got a dent in it. It's metal. That's to be expected. Headlight shroud's missing. Turn signals are complete. Front brake lever's busted off. Clutch lever's there. Feels like it works. Choke lever's there. That feels like it works. Does the Kickstarter kickstart? Yep, Kickstarter kickstarts. Got rear foot pipes. Got a luggage rack. Tail light. Kind of a cool little bike. This would have been a street legal kind of dual sport here in the mid 90s. Turn that to run, and I need a key. I'm gonna say it's this one here because of the washer. So you know. I guess we should check for spark. Oh, you know the neat thing about this bike too? It has 2 carburetors. So when you do a carb clean, you don't have to do it once, you get to do it twice. Oh, that's not one spark. I think I got some DPRs. Faint, but we have it. And it's got some oil down by the dipstick. I mean, all good signs. This thing should be alright. We gotta get gas to it. That's gonna be a thing. Okay, we got oil. Now,
Alright, we got out of that looking pretty
some
good.
resemblance of spark. We got 2 carburetors. We got fuel.
Let's get that
We
speaker.
got some spark. We got things turned on. We kickstand.
Alright, drop some. Spacer, okay. Mat, protect this thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
What did you say? Did you say 3? You said 4.
Alright, these are the 10 microfarad.
You kind of basically won, yeah.
Yeah, Dad! Yeah! Clicker works. All of it works, right? Brake light works. Brake light works. Clutch works. We go up here. Gas is running right down my pant leg. Oh, brakes don't work at all. Count it.
I think something runs pretty good.
Yeah. This is a little Yamaha Moto 4. I believe it's an 80cc. No, looks like we got a battery. We're gonna need to do battery stuff there. Key. On-off switch. All good stuff. So, back heady. Let's see what happens when I give it the old Allen wrench.
Skeleton key.
Yeah. Okay, we got crank. Petcock work. Yep, petcock works. I'm gonna put a splash of gas in. And yes, we're running mix and everything. It's a good thing I got people here also.
Alright. Now, back to
Let's check spark.
where we started about 20 minutes ago.
Spark, fuel, compression, air. Get it. Spark. Spark. All kinds of spark. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Keep on. Don't
So with all that gas on, maybe you should be careful with your spark to spark.
Yeah, that's true. I generally have a lot of fun and pretty carefree.
I saw a YouTube video once where Honda something or other caught on fire on the bench. I don't remember the guy's name. Kind of a hack.
Whoa, whoa. I would have thought that should have popped. Alright, here we go.
I'm guessing we got a compression issue.
Well, there's only one way to tell. And that's the chip. By the way, point when I say things that are profoundly obvious.
We are now back in the factory. Everything's locked in.
Key on, throttle
Let's get this
open.
one last capacitor. This is the 14 for which we got to put 2
Okay, we got 150.
6.8s together.
That's on. super pumped. That was number 15. We got one more to go. This is a 1980 Yamaha DT 175. And it's a really nice bike, I'll be honest. All this is completely looking good. Turn signals are there. They're not in place, but they're zip tied fast. Fantastic. This is not quite genuine, but they're there. Stubby little brake lever, stubby little clutch lever. I could use a seat cover. Little turn signal duct tape. Pipe is fantastic. Tank's not bad. Ding a dent here or there. Let's see what we got in this thing. There's gas. It smells awful. Like a Ford. But look how clean this is. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna leave that petcock off. I'm gonna pop this fuel line off. I think, just like that. Okay, it turns over. I need to get a key. And I need to get gas. Oh yeah. Do you know how you can tell that's a Yamaha key? Is it a washer? Because of the triumph key.
Triumph key built by Yamaha, right?
Mm-hmm. In 80.
Yeah, just an 80.
Okay, so choke on, spark plug, all of that looks really nice. Yeah, I like. Let's see if it starts. Okay, so we're going to turn the key to on. We're going to turn the turn signals to off, the lights to low, the horn, engines to run. I mean, kickstand. 6, love it. Shutter. 2. Oh man. 7. I think we're all about to lose. Yeah, but that's, at least on this plug we did. I'm willing to bet we just maybe need a little more fuel or something. I don't know. Give it a little whiff and then run it off with some fuel. Okay, we got fuel, so we had some spark. Let's kick it again.
Headlight work.
Out of 16.
12 out of 16.
Yep. But to be fair, one was never going to start because it doesn't have an engine. Get a little ride. I approve.
Well, there you have it. That was our biggest, most ambitious Get It Running video of all time. We picked up 16 machines, got 12 of them running. I knew one of them wasn't going to run because, well, it didn't have an engine. What a fantastic buy. A lot of fun. I got to do it with my best friend. This is fantastic. You guys go find yourselves an old motorcycle. Start playing around. Start wrenching. I'm excited. Thanks for watching. That was a whole lot of fun. Dan's going to put a video here and here. Check them out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, guys. See you later.
Where's your kicker foot?
Hurts.
Use kayak to compare hundreds of travel sites at once. I like to do things myself. No machine is better than me.
Kayak. Search one and done.
At Dots, an ordinary pretzel just isn't enough. So they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor to every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you order a special delivery.
That seems like a lot.
They're really good. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels.
This week on the Dirt Head Shed, it's time to get this Jeep truck thing finished up and ready for the Unreal Adventure. I got a lot to do. Alright, this is the final push on the Jeep truck thing to get it ready for the Unreal Adventure. It kind of seemed like a small project to start, but it is blown apart, as you can see. I basically have a week to get this thing finished up. I'm calling in some friends. I'm doing a bunch of work on my own. I got cameraman helping keep this place clean. Like, it's a zoo in here. But parts are actually coming off the floor, going on the rig.
we're gonna button up a whole bunch of stuff, and hopefully by the end of this week, this thing looks the part, feels the part, and is ready to go drive like 1,600 miles to the start of this trip. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it's chaos. It's chaos.
Just trying to get this capacitor in a location where I can glue it to something. Not much room in
Pretty
here.
much finished. All the big components are there, but I kind of was finishing up this main section of the floor, and I was thinking to myself,
And I think we're
I was
ready.
like, this corner gonna bolt down, or
Everybody's
how am I
tight. We
gonna
got some
bolt
leads
the,
to cut off
the wall
after
to
we
it if I
solder.
build this. So right now, before we actually call it done, I just need to throw a little tab in the corner here, some tabs here, just some things
Try to
so
get
that
that
when we
to sit
actually go to
somewhere.
bolt the aluminum to it, they have something solid to bolt to it, and it's
Now,
not gonna
I
fly
can't see
around.
what I'm doing right there, but I
Not
get
big-
some stuff.
Not a big project, but it's like one of those kind of time-consuming little ones that you always forget about towards the end of a build. Since we got AJ outside doing the wrap on the hood, I want to lift this thing up and take care of two huge items that are like definitely needed on this rig. The power steering pump, from what I understand, is wasted because back on UA 2020, I believe Clifton was driving this thing and he like took out a hydraulic line and it ran the pump out at oil, and when I got it, it had like zero power steering whatsoever. So I got a new pump for it. I got new hoses to run down to the rim. We're going to slam that all together. While I'm also under there, I need to do the whole front portion of the exhaust. This was sitting neglected in the back lot at Motor Trim. Somebody hopped the fence, cut the catalytic converters off of it, yanked the wires out for the oxygen sensors, and took off with the cats. So when I fired it up earlier and it sounded like a dirt track car, it's because it's running right off of the exhaust manifolds, which is not good. So we got to slam a whole new front exhaust system in it, and then hopefully at that point this thing's kind of ready to be back on its wheels and drive
Alright.
forwards and backwards.
Let me go get the glue gun.
Basically, it's got a funky flange up at the manifold that was unbolted and the whole cap was taken out. I should be able to
I
put
know, I
those
should have
tabs
plugged this
that
in
I bought for it.
quite some time ago before you,
Bolt right in place of the factory stuff. You'll see. It does look
because
like
it takes it
the
about 5-10 minutes to warm up.
are still here for the oxygen sensors. I was worried I was going to
Ah, so I don't know.
stuff, but I think
What are we gonna do?
have the other end of the plug back here.
I want you to see it glued up. So I'm gonna plug in the glue gun, click that thing on to 100 watts, and we're gonna pause the video.
This is pretty rad, though. It's like we're like.
Well, here we are gluing.
Rear suspension, and it's like 80%.
I hope I videotaped this all well. It was just over there, and it looked like I might have taken a photo when I was supposed to be taking a video.
Basically, I'm
This
gonna
may
make
be a
pop-up
disaster.
shock out of this piece of
We'll
angle
find
iron. That way, when I weld these brackets in,
But-
they're like perpendicular to each other.
The heat gun is now ready, or the glue gun is now ready.
So I'm gonna make.
Why am I
shock
gluing these
that'll help us get
capacitors? 'Cause it's a
everything in line
speaker.
at right height, and make sure the shocks are in the
This
right
thing's
spot.
gonna be a
Okay.
high vibration situation.
Alright. We went to the drawing board like 3 times, and now the current plan, I'm going to use the tins on the back of it, the springs and shocks that they sent with the kit. I have springs that are like the right weight for this rig and everything, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. I'm going to drop these towers down just a
No,
little
I
bit.
just make sure I get a lot of goo in
And that's
places.
actually going to help with bed clearance.
That's
I'm
all.
building this thing so that it has a usable trail bed, and if I can like drop these down, have a little more cargo room, that'll be good. It'll also keep me from having to build a brace between the two. If these things are welded in strong, and I've got these 2 cross members here, this cross member here, like this is totally strong enough to support the weight of the rig. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out my height to drop these down, we'll get it all.
Lots of hair on here now from
and
Float
fitted
Blue,
really
but
well, and then we're just gonna
you want to come in here? All right.
And we should
Come on
have
in.
coilovers on this thing tonight, which is nuts because it's
So,
we've only been working on it
there you
for
go.
half now. So rad.
That's where the 14 is. It's a pair of 6.8s. That's a 6.8. That's a 10. Those are the 0.68s. It's all in there. It's all glued. Everything's tight. That glue is still hot. Ow. But I'll screw it back in now. Watching the Dirthead Shed here. With Dave Chappelle. You gotta get past that name, and it's a pretty awesome show.
And we're gonna bring this up to a right height, and then we'll tack the lower mounts in place.
Here we go.
And align that at right height, not necessarily.
What's the scenario? Here we go.
Everything happier.
Alright. One screw.
68.2.
One screw started here.
Money. It's kind of like the whole roof of the thing's doing this, and the shocks are doing this.
And a bunch of trapezoids.
Yeah. Trapezoid trucks. And crap bars are weird. That's so weird. I'm setting the lower shock mount right now, and I'm just trying to get the lead on the lower one. That way at right height, it's got like a hind joint or bushing in it, and I want those to be super neutral at right height, so that when it's like at full compression, they can get a little weird, at full droop, they can get a little weird, but at right height, you want everything pretty much straight and like in its neutral position.
For those of you that don't know who Dave Chappelle is, he's got this show, The Dirthead
I
Shed,
was all sweating like
where he builds
10
cars
cents
or
long enough
trucks,
for this.
mostly like wheeling
But I'm
jeeps.
pretty
He's got
sure
some lowered
It's not on the trail, it's not
imports.
gonna matter. This thing's gonna
Cool
smash.
stuff, man. Really cool
It's
stuff. The
so
guy's
good.
uber talented. I'm jealous of this guy also. So much jealousy.
Dude,
You gotta find God,
coilover.
huh?
That's insane. Wasn't it like 2 hours ago we were like, what are we doing? I'm gonna run these up until they're like, the springs are loose. Just, I have a feeling the spring rates are gonna be really heavy for the fact that we have no bed on here, no spare tire, no tools, no refrigerator.
About a ½ inch down was
0. That's cool. Coilovers, dude. It's on its weight. It's got coilovers on it. This thing is going to be so
Alright.
good.
I don't want
I've
to
got
take this
about
apart again,
3
so we're gonna tighten these
3.5 more
up.
days of like solid work that I can do on this. So when I get back in the shop, it's going to be go time, figuring out what has to get done, what can get left behind, and what we have to do just to get to the trip. But I think we got the book
Alright.
and now this is awesome. Super good.
Everything's
Thanks, Jess.
in, everything's tight. We'll take these wires,
Solid high five. Did you know that?
Get
Did
this
you know that like the sound of
foam
the
back
clap
over the
is,
crossover
like, a
the
very
way
big
it was
thing now?
factory.
Yeah, like do it.
So now I can confidently say, back to the factory. Sorry, Alex. Can't help myself.
Alright, I'm back in the shop. I was out of town for a week and now I'm like way behind. But I did come out here, I cranked out on the bed, I got some more of the finish work done,
Look at that.
primed the inside of there. Now I
Cast
can
woofer
finally do that seam
basket,
sealing.
huh?
I was talking about that before, basically trying to not have like water traps on the inside of the bed here. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and knock that project out, and then I gotta get over here and see what we're doing. for
These
the
are
top of
super
it.
duper
I got,
tight.
like, a couple options, and I need to see which one's gonna work
Now,
out best.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I pulled this thing out like that.
This stuff's like extra gooey.
And, you know, I'm starting to figure out speaker
This
droop
one's pretty cool.
and what the
If you,
appropriate way to install speakers
If you're
is.
doing like caulking
So,
or something,
the appropriate way
put
is
as much as you can in
pay
there,
attention.
It's all nice. And then you
how
take
they're
your
installed.
glass cleaner,
Install them 180 degrees
throw it
out.
over the top of it.
Flip them over 180 degrees so the sag happens the other way for the remainder of their life, or so I've been reading.
Really nice.
So what we do is we'll pull off the cover of the other one, and I see on the other speaker this little seam right here is on the top. I'm going to spin that to the bottom. Am I doing something wrong? Maybe. Does it make sense?
The seam sealer's on
Well,
here. I need to let this dry
wait.
for a little bit before I start doing other
There's a
body
joint
work.
here,
So
too.
right now I want to go grab
Why
this
didn't you
top
tell
that
me?
I got for this thing.
Go with
It's
my
Best
gut
Sun
instinct.
Rider. It takes place
Oh,
in Freedom
my
Pots
gut
on the
instinct
JBL.
was, yeah, that was
But
up there.
This Jeep doesn't really have like a stock top. It has all that fabricated cargo bar. So I need to unbox that, throw it up there, see if it's going to be a huge problem or not.
Go back to the beginning of the
I do have a
video,
backup plan if that one doesn't work.
and I'll
This
see
one's
that these were already on the bottom.
Tires.
Okay.
I got everything piling up. This is pretty rad. The Patagonia MT showed up while I was gone, and we got to slam those on some wheels. I'm not running the XTs, not at least until this winter. On UA, I got to run the mud tires. I'm running out of floor space quick. What's going on here?
I knew I had them on my lap.
These things are super cool.
I don't know what's super cool. They're still in the box. I'll tell you when he gets them out.
Yeah, this is rad.
It looks like a convertible top.
Factory grade stuff. Let's go with this thing. Get it out of the bag.
I know what you're thinking. He's gonna strip these out. He's a maniac.
Yeah. Oh, don't hit the Nissan. I'm running out of space. There were instructions I should have read, but I didn't. Let's see how this thing is going to lay out. This thing is awesome, and I will probably throw it in here at some point, but right now I don't know that I actually have time to do all the body work that I'm going to need to do in order to integrate this thing into this chopped up Jeep. I do have another option as far as just the bikini top goes, and that's just as basic as it gets. And it actually should be long enough that it drapes down the back. And if I don't have back windows
Voila.
here, it should keep some rain and stuff off my back. Seems like every time I'm driving through Montana and Utah and Idaho, I end up getting rained on. And it would be nice to be able to drive this thing down there and not get drenched. This thing is rad though. I don't know that I got the time. I got 4 days to finish this whole Jeep, and I don't know that this
So
is
these
the elephant that I want to
are in really nice shape. Some minor ding on the corner. These grills got a little bit of a fuzz. I'm going to give them a shave job and see if I can get that off.
Seam sealer's going in. That looks good. I'm going to stay late, start on the body work, see if I can get
I think
some
one of them, yeah, this one's got a little minor nick in the back. Check out the pictures on eBay when they hit eBay. If you really wondered, I'll get some close-up pictures of that. But next step is a side-by-side comparison. Stay tuned. It's probably about the most uncopyrighted stuff I can play for you. So here we go. Yeah, here they are, side by side outside. I'll be honest with you, they sound much better. You can't hear it, so let's come up here. We're playing it off on this thing here. So this is the unrebuilt. This one is not rebuilt. So, kind of flat. I've done nothing else. I just sat and knocked over screwdriver. lows are so nice. And it just sounds like you're in the room. The other ones sounds like a speaker. So, there's the side-by-side.
This is Shelley Leone with Crossroads Community Cathedral, 104.9 FM, WIHS, live
And I'll
and
be
local
honest with you, these
broadcasting
things
the
sound
good news
beautiful.
of Jesus Christ since 1969.